Welcome to Thumbs Up, Thumbs Down, where our panelists get to talk about what's on their mind for the week. Ron, do you have a thumbs up and a thumbs down for us tonight?
I do have a thumbs up and a thumbs down. I have to give the demolition contract folks that's down at the Maryland Theater now and around the Barbara Ingram School for the Arts of the finesse that they've moved in major pieces of heavy equipment, kept the street open one lane, and got the buildings torn down and are now down into the ground, into steel pillars that's in the ground, 12-inch rebar reinforced concrete that they have to take out, and some major rock, and taking that equipment in and out with major types of vehicles with wide loads in and around the streets of Hagerstown without virtually stopping traffic at all. It's just amazing how they've done that.
There's a lot going on down there.
Oh, there's so much, and now from back where the plum is located, the other contractor will start demolishing the Edison building beside the Barbara Ingram School for the Arts from the rear, and they're doing all of the asbestos abatement and stuff like that in the front of the building as we speak. And they'll come from the back tearing that building down. So yes, there is a lot going on. Plus that alleyway has been dug out, and the stage in the alleyway will be the same height. When you walk back the alley now, you'll be able to walk right onto the stage of the Maryland Theater. That's how that will all come out. My thumbs down goes to the administration and the federal government that is putting tariffs on to create a problem with farmers, and now we're going to give farmers $13 billion worth of aid because of what the tariffs is doing. Now you tell me that that is a philosophy of making this country's budget process work and making our economy great. Do you, honest to God, believe that that's what we should be doing now?
I don't know. I think sometimes you spend money to make money. And I think that if this is a negotiation stunt, I'll call it a stunt, to get some of these foreign nations to negotiate more fairer trade agreements, and it costs us $13 billion this year, but saves us $50 billion next year, yeah, I think it is. I think it's investment versus return. And I haven't seen the other side of that equation. The only thing that I've seen is the Democrats yelping about what President Trump has done. And don't get me wrong, President Trump
I never
is not
mentioned any names.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, President Trump is not my favorite president in the whole wide world. But you would agree it's not the Republicans that are yelping about this. You would have to agree that, because
I'd have to agree that you'll come back and they'll want to cut all kind of programs of what people are getting now. This is the welfare for the farming community.
And if it's a short-term welfare, while we're renegotiating,
it's a short-term welfare.
I don't know it is. I'm saying I can't speak with authority on what his end game is on this, but I am willing to give him.
Can he?
I don't know. Ask him.
I wouldn't know what to believe if he told me.
Well, okay.
Or if he told anybody. What do we believe?
I don't know.
What happened in the Putin meeting in Helsinki?
Did we believe everything from previous administrations?
We ain't in a previous administration. We're in an administration now. I kind of look at what we're dealing with now. I'm not worried about what we dealt with in the past.
That's quite convenient. All right, my thumbs up, thumbs down. My thumbs up goes to Mary Miller. Mary is a former student at Barbara Ingram School for the Arts. She had a good friend who didn't make it. And she has started a scholarship in this student's name. I think that is a classy thing to do, and I wish her all the best of success in getting money into that scholarship fund. My thumbs down, and this is going to be an odd one, Ron, is to the Nestle Corporation.
Oh my God, N-E-T-L-E-S, Nestle makes the very best?
N-E-S-T-L-E-S,
yeah.
But yes. Because Nestle, in a court in Europe, tried to trademark the square that is the Kit Kat bar. They tried to, well, it's actually a rectangle. They tried to trademark a rectangle. Now, I'm all about intellectual property rights. I'm all about trademarks and protecting things. I don't think a rectangle is something one should be able to trademark. The European courts ruled against Nestle. They lost that ruling, and I think that's a good thing. So,
Oh my gosh.
that's all the time we have for tonight. We hope you will like us on Facebook. We hope you will follow us on Twitter. We hope you'll send us your comments at feedback@theflipsidetv.com, feedback@theflipsidetv.com, and most importantly, we hope you will join us next week for another look at the flip side.